brought the right ones. Yes, I did. Okay. Hi, good morning. I forgot to schedule the podcast this morning, so it will be a few minutes before anybody joins us. So anybody watching the recorded version, I'll start talking to you first. Good morning and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 382, and we're in Southwest Florida, waiting on the sun to rise over the buildings and the trees in the east, and this is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. Hi, Joe. Hi, Judy. I forgot to schedule the podcast this morning. I assumed it was done, and no, it wasn't. Hi, Carol. So sorry there was no pre-chat this morning, and we'll see. We'll see if anybody gets the notifications and pops over, but this one is not YouTube's fault. This is 100% my fault. I have this weird memory thing happening lately where I'm not forgetting things. I'm remembering that I did something that I didn't do. Hi, Stacy. Hi, B girl. Does that make sense? So like, I'm not saying, oh shoot, I forgot to do it. In my head, I'm going, oh yeah, I already did that, and moving on. I don't know what that is. That's a delusion. That's not a memory problem. Anyway, so I thought I scheduled it and did not. I think it's probably a tired thing. I can't seem to catch up on sleep lately. Probably just been working long hours too long. Anyway, we'll see what happens with, we'll see if people start showing up. In the meantime, I think I will keep working on my blanket. I have finished all of the 6 color stripes. Good morning, Danielle. Thanks for joining live. And I'm ready to do the 3rd stripe in the 1st color because I want to have kind of a symmetrical finish to it, so that violet at the bottom is going to be carried through to violet in the top, which means I'll be doing a 3rd stripe in the violet, and this will determine how many balls of yarn I'm using. Hi, Cherie, thanks for joining live. For those of you just joining, I kind of forgot to schedule the podcast this morning. I actually had this weird memory in my head that I'd already done it, but obviously did not schedule it. So I'm sorry for the confusion, anybody. Hi, Constance and Deb. Thanks for joining live. It may take a few more minutes for people to pop over. Some people may not get the notifications at all. We shall see what happens. But hi, Grace, but it is not YouTube's fault this morning. It's all me. Hi, Robin. Thanks for joining live. So this is episode 381 of Create, Share, Inspire podcast, which makes me realize we're approaching our 400th episode. Wow. Oh, great. Joe got the notifications that I just happened to go live. Wonderful. So did Sherry. And that's why I'm always reminding people to make sure that bell notification button is clicked on my YouTube channel, because then if I decide to I really want to get into the habit of doing impromptu lives in the middle of the day and stuff. I think it might be fun. And the only way that will work is if you have already clicked that bell. Like if I decide to experiment with that pineapple thing and see if I can bang it and make the pineapple come out. That would be fun to do live. Maybe just making something in the kitchen would be fun to do live, and we could just chat while I'm doing it. Or maybe doing something, oh yeah, show you the hummingbirds. Yes, Danielle. So when the birds are acting unusual outside, we could just go live. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Or, any number of things. Maybe I'm feeling inspired to talk about blocking while I'm working on something. Or if I'm fixing a mistake, maybe inspired to talk about the mistake. Wow, Rhonda's here for the first time. Well, welcome, Rhonda. Glad you could be here. Good morning. Hi, Melissa. Thanks for joining live. Cherie saw the view from my office yesterday. Yes. Vera, good morning. Yeah, so that was the tree that I shared yesterday, that I talked about yesterday morning. I took a photo of it on Facebook, I think, and shared it. Hi, Lisa. And a few people had some thoughts about what kind of plant it was. Not sure I agreed with all of them, but what do I know? I'm no plant expert. I just love all the activity in that tree. And yesterday I told you I'd only seen monarch butterflies in the tree. Well, that is wrong now. Yesterday I saw a black and white striped butterfly in that tree also. So there are multiple butterflies, hummingbirds, tons of bees, birds, and lizards. and I see activity in there every single day, so it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting for a window that faces a fence. You know what I mean? It's a pretty cool view considering it's right next to the fence. All right, sorry if I missed anybody's names, but you know, it's what happens when you're chatting and the names are rolling by. But thank you all for being here. Glad you could be here. I am working on the final stripe of my baby blanket. Good morning, Amrita. Glad you could be here. Yes, Julia, nature is the best inspiration. I absolutely agree. Beach does look good this morning, Joe. It's beautiful, it's calm, it's not too cold. It's a little bit windy, but in the good way. Smells good, smells like the beach. You know, like that just slightly fishy, but definitely salty air. Briny, smells so good. Oh, Lisa, yes, I am wearing one of the projects from Layers Crochet. This is called the Fae, F-A-E, and it is crochet on fabric from one of my Redbubble chiffon scarves. So the scarf originally was a 55-inch square piece of chiffon that is has my hand-drawn artwork on it. You can buy all of my artwork in chiffon scarves at my Redbubble shop, and there's a link in the video description below. And what I did to this one is I took that 55-inch square and I cut up the center and cut out a neck, and then crochet and then sewed that edge down, and then crocheted around the entire edge, and then added fringe to the bottom. And there's more. You can wear this in a bunch of different ways. So it can be done like a ruan. First of all, I'll show you the crochet. So this is Be So Fine yarn in colorway Lilac Memories. But think about all the different colors that would look great with this. You could do it with black. You could pick up on any colors in here. You could go with contrast. You can even do white. I think it would be, or navy even would be fine. But the scarf itself is gorgeous, and it's so sheer. They're beautiful if you don't cut them even. I wear them as beach cover-ups all the time. In fact, let me undo it so you can see the square first. And then I'll put it back on and show you all the amazing ways to style it. So let's start with the square. So maybe you can see that this was once a 55-inch square. And so I cut up the center and cut a neck hole, and then crocheted around the whole edge, and then on two opposite sides I added fringe. So there's fringe along the two fronts, and then there's fringe along the back. Okay, so super duper easy to make and absolutely gorgeous. All right, so I'm gonna put it back on, and you'll see I'm wearing it over a solid silhouette. But you could wear this over a body conscious dress. You could wear it over, gosh, you could wear it over anything. It would also, I would like to see it over like a white t-shirt and distressed jeans or distressed denim shorts. I think that would be super cute. But over what I have on is fine too. It's a good candidate for a clip or a shawl pin to just do it up right there. And then you've got more of like a poncho look. Let me stand up for each one of these. See, you know what, let's move the camera up for this even. Let's see how high it'll go from this position. Let's see if that will help. Okay, so here we go. So there's just as a poncho. Great. This would be an excellent candidate for making chain ties and corset tying up for sleeves or for the front to make it all closed. That would be amazing. Or leave the sleeves open and just corset tie down the front. That would be amazing. But I want to show you another thing here, and that is to belt it, and you've got a completely different look. So I'm going to take one of my stretchy belts, wrap it from the back to the front, and then you pull up on it because you want to have plenty of room in the sleeves, because now you've created sleeves and a body. And you want to match them so that the fringe looks so cool like this, doesn't it? So now you've transformed this into a proper garment that looks totally fitted, right? Isn't that amazing? I can't even see your comments, but I hope you guys are just as excited as I am about this. Now in a mirror, I could judge this a little bit better, obviously. And I kind of am thinking I need the smaller belt. It's not quite as tight as I'd like it to be, but that's okay. I think this is one of the prettiest tops in the world. I love the way this looks. Look at how my hand-drawn artwork ends up lining up with itself because of that. Because it was just cut and there isn't a piece of the artwork missing, it ends up lining up with itself because they're touching again. I love this so much. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys like it. So you can order this pattern as a single download on my website. It's called the Fae, F-A-E. You can also order it as part of the Layers Crochet ebook, which is on sale for a limited time. It will become full price when the paperback book comes out. And also, if you order the pre-order ebook now, you not only get a discount on it, but you'll also then get a coupon code for a discount off the paperback for the pre-order when it comes out. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, ask a question, maybe someone else can answer you, or leave a question in the comments when it goes recorded, or if you go to my website and read the details of Layers Crochet ebook, it'll explain all of that as well. Thanks, Lisa. And really, I've been wanting to share this for so long. I made this, I think, a year ago, and it's been killing me to not be able to share it, but it had to come out at the right time. So yes, Judith, it does look like a butterfly. I feel like this looks like a butterfly wrap too, absolutely. And I absolutely love how many different ways you can wear it, and think about all the different ways you can style it. I love over what I have on today for maybe going out at night with your friends, or casual with a white tank top or white t-shirt and denim shorts and leave it loose and flowy, or even over a body conscious dress for an evening look. I love it belted, I love it flowy. It's great as a beach cover-up if you're going to some kind of party. Hello Harini, thanks for joining live. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, the best part of this project of all is that this fabric, this really beautiful sheer chiffon fabric, can easily be crocheted into with a tiny crochet hook. You don't have to make a preliminary stitch, which is why I love this fabric for crochet on fabric, because you literally can just pierce right into the fabric. It's so easy. You're going to love it, love it, love it. So you need, so you can go to my Redbubble shop and look through all of my artwork for the chiffon scarves. There should be a link in the video description below. If you can't find it, leave me a comment and I'd be happy to share it. I'll share the link to the chiffon scarves on Facebook this morning too, to make that a little bit easier. And then you go to my website, the Fae Pattern and Layers Crochet are there, and also Be So Fine Yarn. Naomi, you love the project too. Thank you, I'm so glad. I love, love, love it. I love wearing it. I think I prefer it belted, but if I were going to the beach like as a cover-up, I think I would love to do the corset ties and yeah, and then wear it as a beach cover-up. Like as soon as it gets hotter, like this summer, I think that's the way I will probably wear it too. Lisa loves Layers Crochet. Wonderful. Thank you, Grace. Yes, I love it belted too. I love flowy things belted. There's something about that juxtaposition of drape and loose and flowy to seeing a waistline that I think is so incredibly flattering on many figures. Oh, Joe wants to get the books. Wonderful. So glad. So glad everybody's liking them so far. I'm excited to finish photography and launch the paperback books too. So exciting. Do you need to add a different crochet? I don't know what you're saying, Marnie. I can show you the stitches. It's very, very simple stitch work. Yes, you could add more crochet if you wanted to, sure. Not sure if I'm catching the question though. I tried to match my lipstick to the purple today too. What the heck? Hi Lydia, thanks for joining live. Oh, is there a bird here? I love it when people say hi to the birds, it's awesome. All right, well the beach is busy today, but yes, Julia, I did sew the hem after cutting it. This is not like t-shirt material. This will fray, so you do have to somehow secure the edge of the fabric because of the loose weave of the fabric. So t-shirt material, like that t-shirt yoke that we did, that one you don't have to sew, but this one you do. And whatever, it is what it is. Yes, it would be a wonderful Mother's Day gift, Naomi. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, I want to show you the beach because you're going to be surprised. And granted, it's Easter week, so of course there's going to be a lot of people here. And here is the beach to the north of us. Lots of walkers, a few fishermen, some people are already sunning themselves. We have our daily workers who are always here before me, always friendly, and I say hi to them every day. And we have a bunch of people to the south as well. Fishermen, walkers, sunbathers, even nappers. And I gotta tell you, oh yes, Marnie, corset tying would be so easy because a crochet chain would fit in through here so easy. Even if you bought a store-bought tie or laces, if you did like the leather or the ultra suede, anything would fit through here. These are probably 1/4 inch square holes. You could fit anything through there. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good question. My hair's a mess today. You know what? I actually curled my hair with hot rollers this morning. Can you believe that? That's how humid it is here. And how poorly I did with hair product. Good morning, Butterfly Kisses. Thanks for joining live. All right, so if anybody has any more questions about the wrap, let me know. And I will continue working on my baby blanket because I'm so excited to be on my last color stripe, which means it will be done soon. And this is when the drum roll begins, because I know that doing 2 color stripes in each color was 2 balls of yarn, but because I want to finish the blanket with a 3rd stripe of violet so that it kind of looks symmetrical. It's not symmetrical, but it'll look kind of symmetrical with the same color on both ends. In order to do a 3rd color stripe in the violet, I am playing yarn chicken and seeing if I can do it with that same 2nd ball of yarn, because it didn't take exactly 1 whole ball for each stripe, so there's a little left over after 2 stripes. So now I'm hoping that 3 stripes will still make it in there. Otherwise it will be 2 colors, 2 balls each of the 5 colors and 3 balls of the 3rd color. And this is one of the biggest reasons why you can't release a pattern until a sample is done, because you really have to make sure that all of your numbers are correct first. So now I'm sitting here playing yarn chicken because I think it would be really fabulous if it stays within 2 balls each of 6 colors. So, and for those of you that don't know what yarn chicken means, it's kind of like any other version of chicken, where you sit here and slowly torture yourself watching the ball of yarn get smaller and smaller and hoping you don't run out. Oh, Lydia, I was hoping some people hadn't heard of it, because then it's funny. It's a funny expression anyways, but it's something I have personally done, whether I knew the name of it or not, for many years. Because you sit here and you watch it dwindle and get small and you go, I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I'm gonna make it. Oh my God, no, I'm not. Oh, okay, yes, I'm gonna make it. Okay, yes, yeah, that looks good. So, oh, the things we do to entertain ourselves, right? Probably not something you admit out loud, though. Does anybody have any questions for me? I ought to look up at the camera and see if there's questions. Oh, you can see my whole silhouette with the tripod. That looks silly. Let's move that over a little bit. A lot of people haven't heard of it but do it all the time. Yay, now you have a new vocabulary term. Joe's done it several times recently also. Oh, someone said this would make a great lapgan for someone in a nursing home. Absolutely. There are very few things as colorful and cheerful as this stripe combination. I'm pretty blown away by how bright and cheerful this looks. So for those of you who haven't watched the last couple days when I've been talking about it, this is Be So Baby yarn in colorways violet, splash, turquoise, buttercup, peach, and orchid. And then I repeated that color stripe again with violet, splash, turquoise, buttercup, peach, and orchid, and I'm finishing up with a 3rd color of, with a 3rd stripe of violet. It's so simple, but I'm just stunning the way the colors work together. And I think one of the things that's making it so appealing to the eyes is the fact that the stripes are even being broken up. You notice that the stripe of peach is being broken up on either side with the adjacent colors, which just staggers the stripe. And I think that's what's making it, I don't know, it's almost like it makes your eyes relax when you look at it. And I think it's because of that staggering of the stripe. I don't know. There's something a little magical about it to me. And I can't explain why. Does anybody get what I'm saying? Yeah, Joe sees the staggered stripes too. Yeah, there's something that, maybe it's just a little soothing to the eyes. I don't know. Does anybody else feel that way about it? Oh, thank you, Sherry. Sherry, yeah. So I probably should show the Faye Ruana again, since I know everybody pops in and out of the podcast at different times. So I'm going to finish my decrease stitch here, and I will show the Faye wrap again. So the Faye is a crochet on fabric piece from my newest book, Layers Crochet, and you can always download the patterns individually if you don't want the whole book, but the book's available too. And this is made from one of my Redbubble scarves. So I use this website called Redbubble. It's a place where I can upload my hand-drawn artwork, and then they print it onto different fabrics and different products, and you can buy my artwork. Well, they make these gorgeous 55-inch square chiffon scarves, and forget about cutting them and putting crochet on them. They're gorgeous just as the 55-inch square, okay? And so what I did to this one was cut up the center and make a neck hole, and then I folded that over and sewed a hem on it, and then crocheted around the whole edge with Be So Fine yarn and added some tassels to the front and back. So now, once you put it on, it's a Ruana, right? You put it over your arms, it's a Ruana. And it's the fringe that weighs it down, gives it a nice body to it so that it stays in place. Now, once you can wear it as the Ruana like this. This is also a fantastic candidate for making crochet chains and lacing, doing a corset lacing tie for sleeves here and here, and on the front, and or on the front. And if you do that, then you've got like a poncho or a beach cover-up, which would be absolutely gorgeous. You could also use a shawl pin or one of our butterfly clips and just pin the front here like that, and that gives you more of a closed look too, like that. And then a really stunning way to transform this is to take a belt. So I'm going to use one of my stretchy belts here. You come from the back to the front, around the whole thing. Put the belt on. Oops. Make sure your belt's facing outward, not inside it out. And then you're going to pull up on it. You want to make sure that the fringe is, you know, kind of straight from back to front. Make sure your booty matches your front. It's easier to do in a mirror than at the beach, but whatever. You get the idea. And then you want to pull it up enough that you have room in your sleeves. And how gorgeous is that as a fitted top? You can't even tell that that's just a square scarf. It's completely transformed into a gorgeous top. The fabric is chiffon. And notice how my hand-drawn artwork, because it was just cut here and nothing's removed, that the pattern actually lines up with itself still. So, so beautiful. And I have tons of different artwork on my Redbubble shop, so you could do, I have a lot of different prints available, and then you could wear it with, you could pick different colors of the yarn to go with. And let's see. Thank you, Rhonda. I will post a link in the video, and maybe in a comment or the video description here, for the specific link to the chiffon scarves, but there is a link already to my Redbubble shop in here. So if you want to go to my Redbubble shop, my artwork can be on these chiffon scarves, shirts, dresses, phone covers, duvet covers. Those are really cool too. So there's a lot of different ways, a lot of different types of products, but I think my favorite that they do is the chiffon scarves. I use these as beach cover-ups and just as scarves on their own, but once you add a little crochet on edging to them, so fantastic. It's a really fine fabric, so it's easy to just crochet right onto it with a thin crochet hook. Yes, chiffon is so luxurious. It's sheer, and it looks beautiful on both sides. Look at how my artwork looks beautiful on both sides of the fabric. And the flow, yeah, it's absolutely stunning. I was riding my bike here, and you would definitely want to hand wash this, Jill. Chiffon is something that is delicate, just like handmade things, and you would definitely want to hand wash it. Put it in one of my laundry bags. That's the best way to wash anything delicate, so that it doesn't mess with other things in the washing machine. You wouldn't want to put this in with something that had buttons or other snaggy things, right? So popping it in a laundry bag, it could go in the wash, but hand washing is always best for delicate things or delicate cycle. Especially because of the fringe too. Yeah, you just want to be careful. You don't want things to get caught up on other things. That's one of the hardest parts. Yeah, I would hand wash it too, Grace, unless I put it in a laundry bag and did a delicate cycle, maybe. Ah, Joe's laundry bags are arriving. Wonderful. Thanks, Lisa. I'm glad you like the new laundry bags. Such a great thing to have. So great. Good morning, Cindy. Thanks for joining live. Yeah, so this is the Faye. I was riding my bike this morning here, and I don't know, I guess people don't normally see other people riding their bikes wearing chiffon wraps and flowing down the road. I had several people make comments this morning like, wow, nice. It just makes me chuckle how often people are just surprised when they see me. It makes me wonder what. Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Alright.
People are always so curious. It's so cute. Yeah, so I was riding my bike here and singing my songs. What was I singing this morning? I was singing Otis Redding this morning. Been Loving You Too Long to Stop Now, one of my favorite songs in the world, and will always wish for the day that a man will sing it to me, but that's another thing. Yes, you could still wear this as a scarf too. Let's do it. Okay, so all the edges are finished now, right? So why not? So we'll take this off. Actually, the fringe is going to be super cool if you wear this as a scarf now too. So what I would do is do it from the front to the back, like this, so that the two sides with fringe, remember the back had fringe and the two fronts had fringe? I would fold it so that the two fringe sides are on the long side, and voila, you've got your scarf. Hold on, let me get it even first. There we go. And you've got a scarf with fringe on it now. Oh my God, how awesome is that? And even if you didn't want to do that much, you could just wear it and tie it like this too. You can tie it like that, wear it off to the side. I don't think this one is long enough to do our, let's try it. I don't think it's long enough to do that knot one that we like, but I'm gonna try. You know I always try. Don't know unless you try. Oh my God, it is going to work. Okay, so remember our knot trick, right? So we've got our thing here in the middle. We're gonna, yes, it works as a skirt too, Tammy. I'll bring a 55-inch square that hasn't been cut another day, and I'll show you all the different ways that you can transform it. And if you get two scarves in the same print, I can show you how to tie it and make a dress too. Pretty awesome. Okay, so we're gonna twist it. Remember, we've got an upside and a downside. You wanna come up through the down, and you wanna go down through the up. The fringe is going to look amazing with the knot. All right, it's a little tight, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like choking me or anything, but you know, I might have to zhuzh. Oh yeah, if I zhuzh it a little bit, it's not too tight. How stunning is that? Would you ever imagine that that flowy top could be turned into this stunning fringed scarf? So beautiful. And chiffon feels really nice against the skin too. Then even with all this volume, I mean, I guess all the trapped layers could still keep you warm in the winter, but it's still not too warm for wearing in the spring either because it's such a fine fabric. But yeah, really amazingly versatile, absolutely. Now to describe all that, in photos in the book with limited space. Now that will be a challenge. I probably won't be able to show it in all those different ways in the book, but that's okay. If I can just show it a couple ways in the book and continue promoting it in video and photos online, I'm sure that will do it. And the more that you guys wear your finished pieces, the word of mouth will help advertising too. Did I do that right? I don't think so. I don't know if any of you have ever tried to style yourself without a mirror, but it's pretty hard. I can't believe I get it right even once in a while. All right, so I'm going to do the belted way again because I think that's my favorite today. That's why I wore a solid silhouette underneath. I do think that this would look incredible with a white tank top or white t-shirt with some distressed denim shorts or capris. I think this would look beautiful in the evening over a body-conscious dress. You should see about singing in a choir. Oh no, I don't sing for other people. I only sing for myself. No, I sing and play piano in my house. I sing and play guitar in my house. I sing in the car, in the shower, and when I ride my bike. But not for other people. Nobody wants to hear me sing. That's for sure. Does anybody have any other questions? If not, we'll move on and see if we can find a fun quote for today. I'm still using Create, Share, Inspire Notebook, Volume 1, Issue 3 today. And you can find all of these notebooks on my website and on Amazon. I have 5 issues available. They all come in English or Spanish, and it is a notebook for writing about creativity, writing your thoughts, writing about gratitude, anything you want. And each day is each day that you can write has an opposite page with an inspirational quote that I have curated for each of the volumes. So there's 31 quotes in each of the notebooks, and this is something that I've been doing for myself for many, many years, and I attribute my happiness and my success to journal writing and to focusing on inspirational quotes. And so that's why I developed these products. I love sharing them with other people, and like I said, you can find them on my website or in my Amazon shop in both English and Spanish. And I think it's going to be fun to just pick a page today. We did that one. Ooh. Okay, this is Thomas Edison. If we did all the things we are capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves. This is such a good one because we are capable of so much more than we give ourselves credit for. And as soon as we can step outside of our comfort zone and take those steps of faith to try something new, we will literally astound ourselves. You just have to make that first step to try something new, and it's with baby steps and just believing in yourself and not giving up, and you will literally astound yourself with what you can accomplish. So let's read the quote again. Thomas Edison: if we did all the things we are capable of, we would literally astound ourselves. Honestly, if we did some of the things we're capable of doing, I think we would literally astound ourselves. Imagine if we could do all the things we're capable of doing. It would blow our minds. So that's awesome. Really great quote from Thomas Edison. Really great sentiment, and what a wonderful way to start our day. I'm so grateful for all of you joining me this morning. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, my demos and tutorials, chatting with me and everyone else here. If you like the podcast, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel so you can be first to know when I upload new videos, and click that bell notification button so you'll always be notified every time I go live. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day.